Hello again, welcome to this second Pyland video. In this video I'll be showing you how you can script your levels in Pyland. So let's look at the level we created from last time. Here it is, tutorial level. So in the last video we created our own layout using tiled, and now we're going to look at the script. So the first thing you need to do is to open the script in your own text editor. So I'm using code blocks, which you can download from apt-get using sudo apt-get install code blocks. But any text editor will do. I'm just using code blocks here because I like the syntax highlighting. So let's open up our script. And here it is. This is the default script you get with the template file. So all it does is it focuses on the player we've set, gives the player a name, and plays some music. So let's just explain these very quickly. So when you're creating a level, the things you'll want to use are the objects and the engine. So the objects are the objects that we've put into the map, and they have special functionality. So here we're calling special functionality on the player. And then engine is the game engine, where you can call more core features such as playing music and displaying dialogue. One of the best ways to learn is actually to look at our existing levels and see what we do, and then use that to create your own. But here I'll just show you from scratch how to do things. If you want to see what commands are available, you can open up the engine class and the different object classes and see what methods are available. So let's just show you that now quickly. So if I go to Pyland, the first thing is in the Pyland game folder. We've got this engine folder. In here is engine.py, and this has got all the methods you can call for engine. So if we just look down here, you'll see them all. And these are all nicely commented so you can see what arguments they take and what arguments are optional and what arguments are required. So here you can see this is the play music method that we've called. This takes the location of the track you want to play and also takes a callback. I'll explain what callbacks are later, but because we've given this a default value, this is not a required argument when you call a function. So we've simply just called play music and then given the location of the music. And likewise we can see what functionality is available to the player if we go into Pyland objects and characters player. This is the player class. So all of these methods are available to you. But also, if you look in the definition of the class, player inherits from character. So it also has all the methods that are available to character. So if you've got a player, you can also call these methods on them. Some of these methods are overwritten by player, but some of these are separate methods that you can also call. Similarly, character inherits from game object. So game object is in the objects folder. If we open this up, you'll see this has lots of functions you can call too. So you'll see any object in the game you can focus on because all those objects inherit from the game object class. Now if you can't understand this, don't worry, you'll still be able to follow this tutorial, but I would recommend you try and learn some object-oriented programming, and then you'll understand this whole class structure. So back to the script. The first thing we're doing is we're calling focus on the only player we've got in the map. This just sets the camera's focus to that player so that you can control them and move them around. Here I've given the player a default name, which is just to go with the icon in the top right of the screen. When you actually play Pyland, this gets loaded from a save file, so you can look at our level scripts if you want to know how to do that. And finally, we've got this engine.playMusic. Now the path you provide to this is the path of the file in the music folder. So simply, here's music, here are the tracks we've currently got available, and you just put the name of the file in this folder. So here, world_1_jungle, and it will play any ogvorbis file, which is .ogg, as long as you put it in the music folder. So this script will execute when the game loads the level. So let's try a few things out to see how it works. So I've got our level open here. And let's just look in this objects tab. We can see the names we've given to all of the objects. So let's try and move the NPC around. So we've called our NPC NPC_1. So if I go back to code blocks, I type NPC_1, so that's the name of the object we're referring to. And then we can call any methods that character has available. So this has a move self function. So this should, when the game loads, move the NPC south by 1 space at the start of the level. So let's run this and see if it works. So I'll save this and I'll open up Pyland and load our level like we did last time. So let's load underscore map tutorial underscore level. And now if I run this, and as you can see there, the NPC moved south when the script was run, so great. So move south you're probably used to from playing the game, but I'll show you a few commands that are unique to level scripting. So let's have some in-game dialogue. We can get this from engine, it's just engine.show_dialogue, and then we can pass the argument of the text we want to display. So let's just say, welcome to Pyland. So if we save this, when we run it, we should get this dialogue pop up at the start of the level. So let's see. And there we go. So that's a start to scripting your own levels. In the next video in this series, I'll be showing you how you can trigger events later on as the game is occurring rather than it all happening at the start. I hope this has been useful. Again, feel free to ask any questions. And again, if you're not following us on Twitter, do that because you'll love it. So, thanks for watching.